Welcome to the ZMY Flow Level 1 class. And as you begin in child's pose, just knees apart, toes together, extend the arms forward. And feel the stretch that's happening here, but also feel some rest. Begin to notice the breath. So this is a good way to access the breath as far as you can let the belly hang forward. You can feel the breath traveling through the front and the back of the body. So it's not being restricted like when we're lying on our back or something like that. You can begin to roll the forehead on the mat a little bit back and forth. So turn the brain off and go from thinking to feeling and just completely being present in the body. We'll take another breath or two here. And then go ahead and lift the head. Walk the hands just a little bit towards the body. We're going to actually walk them off to the right and soften towards the floor just to open up the left side body down into the hip. And then inhale, lift. Walk the hands slowly to the left. Reaching that right hand as far as you can and then soften. Inhale, lift, walk back to center and come up to hands and knees. So your knees are underneath the hips and just kind of begin to drop the shoulders left and right. We're going to go into Betalasana here, but just kind of neutralize from that last walking of the hands that we did. And then lift the tail, lift the chin. On an exhale, arch the back. Move with the breath here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arch. We're going to do this like 5 or 6 more times. Just continue to breathe. You can have the eyes closed. Just focus on where you're feeling this, what you're feeling. Feel the knees, the tops of the feet, and the hands pressing into the floor. Let the head dangle. And then go ahead and come back to a neutral spine. I want to do a seated pigeon before we move into lunges. So cross at the ankles, have a seat. And we're going to have the knees bent. So take your right ankle and bring it to the left knee. And you can get your leg as flat as you need to in order to get the knee there or the ankle there. Keep the foot flexed. And then we're just going to walk the heel towards the body and keep the chest lifted. Fingertips are pointing towards the body. Yep. And this, you're getting your double pigeon today. Breathe through this. Go ahead and straighten the left leg, uncross. And then we'll bend the left knee and put the ankle on top of the right thigh. And then begin to walk the ankle towards the body, or the body, or the heel, I should say, or the body towards the heel. Stay lifted. Notice any differences on this side. Left foot stays flexed to protect the knee joint. And then go ahead and straighten the right leg, uncross the left, lie down on your back. Bring the knees up towards the chest. Make sure the lower back is flat, rock left to right. And then we're gonna bring the feet back to the floor. And that same thing that we just did with pigeon, we're gonna turn that into a twist. So your right ankle is gonna come on top of the left thigh, except we're gonna drop this foot, the right foot, down to the floor. You can let the knee soften. And if you're able to grab the bottom foot, you can grab the bottom foot, but otherwise just stay in a twist here with your arm extended. The left hand can be pressing the top of the knee to help keep you in this pose, or to keep the knee stable. Go ahead and come back to center. Uncross the right leg, take your left ankle to the right thigh, and then drop the foot to the floor. So you're either extending the left arm or reaching for that bottom foot. The right hand is on top of the left knee. This is just a straddle twist. Go ahead and come back to center, nice and slow. Uncross the legs, roll onto your side, and return to hands and knees. So you'll probably have to face me again. Just making sure we got twisted there. Take your right foot forward in this lunge, okay? Soften the hips forward, back with the breath. And then we're gonna stop as we shift the hips forward. Left hand is gonna plant on the floor, big arm circles with the right arm. So breathe as you move. After you do 4 or 5 in one direction, do the other direction and try to get the full range of motion of the shoulder socket. Make sure your left hand is in front of your shoulder, and it should be a little bit, it has to be at least as wide as the shoulders. And then bring the right hand down, the right leg back, left foot forward. Shift forward and back with the breath. And then shifting forward, keep the right hand planted and start with the arm circles. Make sure your right hand is in a good supportive place. At the same time, the right hip flexor might be getting a nice stretch. So be sure you're going in both directions. And then plant the hand down. We're gonna bring the left knee back and come up into a downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, move how you need to move. We're gonna bring the right leg up. So come into three-legged dog on an inhale. As you exhale, bring the right foot forward. Left hand stays on the mat, right arm reaches up, fingertips towards the ceiling. You can drop the back knee if you need to. Right hand down, return to downward facing dog. Left leg comes up on an inhale. Swoop it through. You can drop the back knee if you need to. Left fingertips up. Left hand comes down, downward facing dog. And then we're gonna bring the right leg up once again. So inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bring it through. So forward towards your hands. And this time we're gonna come up into crescent. So the back heel stays lifted. We inhale all the way up. Front knee is bent. Exhale, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bring it forward. Set yourself up. Inhale all the way up to crescent. Good balance here. Even though the back heel is lifted, you're still kind of pressing the heel towards the floor. Hands to the floor, downward facing dog. And so we're gonna bring this into a plank cobra child's pose. So hands are shoulder width apart, press the hands and the palms mostly into the mat. Shift your weight forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to a cobra. And exhale, child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. Return to hands and knees. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Lengthen through the tailbone. Shift yourself forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift. Exhale, child's pose. 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, lift yourself to hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here, lengthen through the tailbone. And then inhale, shift to plank. You'll probably have to extend your legs out, yeah. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, child's pose. Last one, 3 breaths here. Inhale to hands and knees. Curl the toes under. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to look up and come forward. So come to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Palms together, we're going right back down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chaturanga. Use your knees if you need to. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look up, step forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way back down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, 5 breaths in down dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look up, get to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Going back down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog, 5 breaths. We're just doing one more after this. Hang in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look up, step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. This is about where in a normal class I would get so irritated. Exhale all the way down. This is the last sun salutation for now. Inhale, look up. 10 seconds from now, there'll be more. Just kidding. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. We're going to change it up now. So take your 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let your left toes come out a little bit. So put your foot at an angle and bring your right foot forward. So we're coming into warrior 1 or Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale all the way up. And then we're going to exhale and open the arms, pull the shoulders or the elbows back. Inhale up. Exhale, open. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Lengthen through the tailbone. Bring the right toes out, left foot forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Bring your hands together in front of the hearts and hop forward. Let's take a breather in Tadasana. So 5 breaths here. Line your feet up. Lift the heart. And then we're going to take the left leg and go ahead and open up. You can face the windows if you want. There's no rules in this one, except you have to breathe and move and move. Right toes out. So right toes are gonna come out first. We are going into warrior two. Be sure that inner edge of the foot is straight forward. Go ahead and bend into your warrior two. Left shoulder back, extend the arms, taking just a breath or two here, and then we're gonna move. Bring your palms to face up. We're gonna inhale, straighten the leg and straighten the arms. So inhale up, press the hands down, back to warrior two. Inhale up, exhale down. Two more times, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Now reversing, inhale, reach back. Exhale down. Inhale, reach back. Exhale down. Move with the breath. Inhale, reach back. And exhale, back down. Bring your hands to your waist. Straighten the right knee, right toes in. Exhale, fold. Hands to the floor, fingertips to the floor, whatever. We're just gonna breathe here, hanging forward for a few moments. Sway the head back and forth, sway the shoulders. You can shift your weight from side to side. Just keep your legs strong. And then go ahead and be still. Lift your head, left hand to the center, inhale the right arm up. Exhale the right hand down. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale the left hand down. One more time each side. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale the right arm up. And exhale, bring it down. Hands to the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Left toes out. So warrior two on this side, then your legs can get a break. Extend the arms, look over the right fingertips. So be sure, because we've been on this ankle for a while, be sure you're pressing that outer ankle to inner ankle. Flip the palms up. Inhale, reach. Straighten the knee. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Now reverse it. Inhale, reach back. And exhale down. Inhale, reach. And come down. Last time. Inhale, reach back. And exhale, come down. Hands to the waist, straighten the left knee, bring the toes in and walk the feet together and shake the legs out. Cross your right leg over your left. We're gonna do a forward fold like this. So actually, if you have a block, you might wanna grab the block just in case your legs are a bit tight. Okay, so the block will just be on the floor for our hands. So right foot directly over the left. So your feet are just crossed. They're still touching each other. You're gonna try to press the feet into the mat as much as you can as you fold. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, reach down for that block. Try to keep the legs as straight as you can for now. But if you have to start to bend them a little bit, that's okay. And take a few breaths here. You can keep the head lifted or you can drop it. But do keep the shoulders back still. You'll probably mostly feel this in the outer left leg, especially if you're pressing the left foot into the mat. Go ahead and bend the knees. Inhale, come up. talk about balance. Uncross the legs. Left over right. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Nice and slow, keep all parts of the feet on the mat. Ooh, doggy. That's a good one. Take one more breath here. And then slightly bend the knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Uncross the legs, shake the legs out a little bit. We're gonna do 2 balancing poses. The first one will be tree. So you can go ahead and come to the front of your mat. Actually, yeah, weight on the left leg first. We're gonna lift the right knee. So find your tree on this side. It could be, keeping the toes on the floor. It could be shin, or if your knee goes above the pelvis, it can go into the inner thigh. And then once your hips are pointing straight forward, then open up the knee. And you can always change your mind on this too. Inhale the arms up. Exhale them in front of the heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, both ways. Inhale up. Exhale down. And inhale up. Exhale down. Bring the hands back in front of the heart. Point the knee forward, extend the leg. 3 seconds. 1, point, 2, 3, and release. Other side. Find your tree with your left knee lifted. And then hands in front of the heart, wherever you feel comfortable with your tree. Keep the hips forward and the knees open. And the pelvic floor and everything is lifting up to help you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Keep your eye on the same spot. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time for both. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Straighten the knee. Extend the leg, point the toes. 1, 2, 3, and release. Nice. All right, so dancer pose is what we're gonna do next, and use the wall if you need to, okay? I'm gonna probably use the wall to start. We'll grab the left leg first. So either the outside of the knee, which I think both, or the outside of the ankle, which I think both of you are here. If your shoulder is feeling open enough, you can grab the inside of the ankle. You can keep the foot flexed. Just take a couple of breaths here where the front of the leg is stretching open. And then you can start to tip forward and maybe add the arm. Press your foot into the hand. Take a few breaths, keep a micro bend in the standing knee. And then come back to where you started and release the leg. Nice. Other side. Find your balance. Grab the ankle, inside or outside, depending on your shoulder tightness. There could be other things stopping that too. But being on the inside, it opens the chest quite a bit. And then go ahead, take a couple of breaths, let the front of the leg stretch. And then start to tip forward, pushing your foot into the hand. Extend the left arm forward. And then come back to where you started, nice and slow. And release. Ooh, good stuff. How'd that feel? Okay, so we're gonna do a squat, and we're gonna do a couple of binds while we squat. So if you need a block, we can use the block for that. Separate the feet. You're gonna be ready for it. Do you like taking naps? This will be a good nap day. Separate the feet, actually more like at least hip width apart. Inhale the arms up. And then palms together. Exhale, we're gonna come straight down. Lift the heels if you need to. If you can keep the heels down first, do that. But then eventually we're gonna lift the heels anyways. Okay, so elbows are pressing the insides of the knees. Hands are in front of the heart here. We're gonna bring the left hand down. Inhale the right arm up. And then exhale the right arm down to the floor. Inhale the left arm up. One more time on each side. Left hand down. Get it as close to the knee as possible. Inhale the right arm up. And then exhale the right arm down. Did we do one on this side second time? Okay, left arm up. Exhale, bring it down. We're going to try a bind here, okay? Up to you. You can either just stay squeezing the legs open, but if you would like to try bringing the knee to the armpit, this is a little bit easier than the seated stuff because you only have to worry about this leg, but you're also balancing on your feet. So you can just try it or keep opening the legs. Otherwise, try to grab your hands behind your right leg. Take a breath or two. And then release. Other side. Take your bind on your left leg. And release. Bring the hands to the floor, have a seat. So with your legs out in front of you, just kind of bounce the knees a little bit, shake the legs out. And then we're going to do some movement with our forward fold, just some more dynamic stretching. So inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come right back up. Exhale, fold. 3 more times like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. And we're staying down this time. So exhale, fold. And breathe. Inhale, come all the way up. And then just exhale here. Okay, we're gonna do some boats. But we're also gonna make it like a, well, we can be still or we can just do like half boat and then just kind of breathe with it. What do you think? It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to straighten your legs all the way. You can just do half and just lean back and pull forward, okay? Or be still, you decide. We'll do 5 of those. So come out into your half boat. Inhale, reach back or lean back. And exhale, come together. Inhale back. Exhale together. Inhale back. Exhale together. 2 more times. Inhale back. Exhale together. Open it up and close it. Oh, bring your feet down, hug your knees. Go ahead and bring your hands to the mat and lie down. We'll start with a big stretch. Take a stretch. And even hug the knees and give the lower back a release. And then go ahead and bring your feet down to the floor. Bring the bottoms of the feet together and let the knees hang out for a few breaths. Let their inner groins release. And then go ahead and use your hands to bring the knees back together. We're gonna do some bridges here. What we're gonna do with the bridge is, and you can look at me for a moment because we're gonna move completely with the breath. As we inhale and lift, we want our hands and our pelvis to be at its max at the end of our inhale. And then at the end of the exhale, we want the hands and the pelvis to touch at the same time at the end of the exhale. So really focusing on like body awareness and moving with the breath here, okay? So set yourself up for your bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Your feet are hip width apart. You're just gonna keep pressing the inner edges of the feet and the heels as you lift, remember. Shoulder blades are flat, we'll start there. Inhale, lift, reach up and back. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. And exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. And exhale, lower. We'll stay here. Just breathe for a moment. And then rock the knees back and forth. And then go ahead and settle. We're gonna straighten the left leg and hug the right knee. Be sure that your lower back is pressing into the mat. So as we hug this right knee, we're gonna actually lift the left leg just a few inches and then rotate it in. So toes are gonna rotate in. We're lifting with the outer leg. Lift maybe another inch and breathe. We're just gonna breathe here, soft shoulders. Release the jaw. And that leg is doing a lot of work right now. Just breathe through it. And release. Straighten the right leg. Hug the left. Keeping both feet flexed, lift the right leg just a few inches, internally rotate the leg. So now you're engaging and lifting from the outer right thigh. Lift another inch and then breathe. Be sure the face is relaxed and the shoulders are soft. We're isolating just the leg here. Don't let the abdominals hop on this ride either. And then go ahead and lower. Bend both knees, rock left to right. Straighten the left leg. And bring the right knee towards the chest. Interlace behind the thigh. So, or behind the knee, I guess you could say, but it's really not behind the knee. We still want to be able to lift this right foot up towards the ceiling. So as you're interlaced behind the right leg, press the heel up towards the ceiling. And if you can get the leg all the way straight, good. If not, that's okay. Keep actively pressing that heel up. And then bring maybe the leg a little bit closer. Bend the knee. And then hold the knee with the right hand. We're gonna lift the knee up and out to the right. So your left hand can be supporting your left hip or it could be on the thigh. Bring it back to center. We're coming into a twist. Grab the knee with your left hand, extend the right arm, and bring your knee off the left side of the mat. Breathe here. Go ahead back to center. Foot to the floor and straighten the leg. Hug the left knee. Bring it as close to the body as you can, and then interlace behind the leg. Start to press the heel up towards the ceiling. And then go ahead and bend the knee. Take the knee with the left hand, right hand on the thigh, and bring the knee out to the left. So opening up the hip joint. Knee comes back to center, switch hands. Extend the left arm and come into a twist off the right side of the mat. Come back to center, bring the foot to the floor, and then bend both knees. We're gonna hug the knees up to the chest, soften the belly and the lower back, rock left to right. Even draw circles on the ceiling with your knees, both directions. I just love this. It gives an extra rotation of the hips. And then go ahead and bring the feet down. We're going to extend the legs and do a crescent stretch lying on our back. So right foot to the right corner of the mat, and then cross your left foot over your right. Arms go overhead, grab your left wrist and lean everything to the right. So we're bending and opening the left side of the body. Come back to center with your arms. Bring your left heel to the left corner, cross the right over the left. And now grab the right wrist and everything curves to the left, opening the right side of the body. Come back to center. Uncross the feet, bend the knees, and then we'll come into a happy baby from here. So grab the insides of the legs Or if you can reach the feet, reach the feet, feet up, go, feet up, go, feet go up towards the ceiling, and then you're pressing the knees towards the floor, rocking left to right. Even if you're just grabbing the inside of the calf muscle or inside of the leg by the shins, you can still press your knees open. A deep hip opener here. And then go ahead and bring the knees back together. Drop your feet to the floor. Straighten the legs, take a long stretch. When you're done with your stretch, get set for your Shavasana. You made it. So get as comfortable as possible, socks, blankets, something to cover the eyes or whatever. Begin to soften all the muscles in your face. Really let let yourself go here. Be a big star even. Let your arms spread, your feet, just let them hang open. So the neck releasing, the shoulders, the shoulder blades. And feel as though the arms are sinking right into the floor. Allowing the fingers to naturally curl towards the palms. And feel the rib cage soften, the front and the back of the body. Helping the spine soften towards the floor or release towards the floor, and the muscles around the spine. Just feel all of them melting away from the spine. Notice the breath slowing down and the navel really dropping to the back of the body as you exhale. And feel all muscles around the hip joints soften, or the pelvis, the entire pelvis. Feel all the muscles around that area soften. Allowing the thigh bones to drop to the back of the legs. Noticing a release in the knees, shins, and calf muscles. And then finally feeling that release travel into the ankles and the arches of the feet, all the way out through the toes. Feeling the legs be heavy, sinking into the floor. Complete release from head to toe. Allow your inhalations to begin to deepen. And when you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and the toes slowly. Maybe moving into the wrists and the ankles. And then go ahead and start to move the knees or take a stretch, whatever feels good here. And then roll onto your right side. Use your arm as a pillow. Let the belly stay soft, hanging towards the floor. Really savor and soak up these last few moments of stillness and quiet. Giving yourself a thank you for coming to the mat today. And then go ahead and press to a seated position. Nice and slow, let the head stay heavy. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Thank you for letting me guide you today. The teacher in me honors and appreciates the teacher in you. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Sarah. You guys did great. Great. It was a good one.